again. I don't know what it is. I think it's the ceiling fan, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. It's Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning to all my sugar wiggers and my beautiful butterflies. How y'all doing this morning? Come on in the building and let's talk about it. Okay? Got some good news. That's what I've been bringing lately. Nothing but good news. God is good. That's all I can say. Yeah, He's good. Been very good to me. It's been a very trying week, but in the end, I can honestly get up here and say this Sunday morning started out much like last Sunday morning. And Cuz came over and he was here for 6 days. That drove me crazy after the second day, after I realized what I had to deal with. But we sit down and we talked about it because I saw where, look, I'm at peace over here. I ain't got a problem in the world, not a care but me, okay? Now, we got to come to an understanding here. And you got to understand my rules and my regulations and how I run things. And in the end, the bottom line, before I put this period to it, it's mine. I worked for it. I bought it. I paid for it. So you're going to have to get yourself together. I had given him to the end of the year. But when I came in Thursday, I sit him down and I talked to him again. And I told him, I said, you well on your way. If you listen to me, it won't take you long. Because before then, he was going back and forth with me, back and forth with me. I ain't no back and forth kind of person. I'm not doing that. That's a waste of my time and my energy. You say, okay, this, that, and that, that's fine. But it's not working for you or you wouldn't be here with me, okay? So let's change that tune. Right now, you need to get on your feet and you need to make tracks. And you need to make tracks in the right direction because this hippie lifestyle, you've lived that life now for almost a year. And you've had fun doing it, but you're pushing 30 now. And at 30, you should have your head on straight and you should have your mind together because it ain't long between these decades. I promise you that. You can go very quickly depending on what you got going on in your life. And everybody's life is totally different. Good morning to my sugar wiggers coming in this morning. So let's just try it my way. I'm not saying it's going to work. It depends on how much effort and work you put into it because I can't do it for you. I can draw you a blueprint and then you have to follow. And you may have to change along the way. Okay? But that's going to be you again. Everything is on you. You. Okay? So I laid him out a blueprint. Friday, when I got home, remember I told y'all the other night he had went to work. I left here and I left him here. At 1 o'clock, he left home. When y'all saw us out at the pool doing our live, he had made him $400. Okay? So I was very proud of him that he got up and got on his grind and made him a legal hustle moving somebody. I don't know. I don't even know where the move was. I don't ask a lot of questions when it comes to other people's business. I let him volunteer the information to me that he wanted to volunteer. Now, if he told me something that didn't sound right, or I saw, oh, you're on the wrong path with that, I questioned it and made him think. I am very proud to say today, in 6 days, the day is the 7th. He was out of here yesterday in his own place. Tell me what you can't do if you put your mind to it. Yeah. That's when you're minding your business and taking care of your business and you ain't getting involved in other stuff that's going to slow your roll and make you get off course. You'd be amazed at what you could do. And that's throughout life. That's my message this morning. You can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. With me, I set goals every year. I've been doing this since I was grown. So I'm going to say close to 40 years, I set goals for myself at the very first of the year. Before the new year come in, I already have my goals written down of what I'm going to do. And I already got the plan of how I'm going to do it. I never partnership with anybody on my goals because people will let you down every time. Whenever you need them, most probably they're not going to be there. You can do for them until you blue in the face, but your blessings is never going to come from the people you have done for. Understand that. Your blessings are going to come from somewhere else. I'm not saying you're not going to get blessed, because you will. That's why I've always been like I am. Try to help everybody. Because I know it ain't coming back from the person I help. I learned a long time ago, no, don't do too much lending, especially if you really don't know that person. Because they have good intentions. They probably mean what they say. Sometimes they might not. It might be just to get what they want. But I'd say probably 7 out of 10 times they really mean it. But something could come up where they can't do what they said they were going to do at the time they were going to do it. Got to take that into consideration too. So I don't do a lot of that. If I can't go to the bank and get it, or if I don't have it in the bank or whatever, then I don't need it. I'm the same way about a bunch of credit cards. I learned that early in the game, in my 20s. It's easy to swipe that card. Them bills come in. And once them bills come in, then you realize how you're going to pay it. What you got to pay it with. You're going to pay the minimum. You're going to pay for it for years, okay? Because of the interest rates they got on them credit cards. So I stopped that long time ago. Went strictly to paying cash or debit, okay? If I can't do that, I don't need it. If it's a big ticket item, I save for it. And I go get it. I take the money out of savings, and then I realize, okay, you done took it out of savings, now you need to replace it. So that's kind of how I told you my life was structured. I don't just haphazardly do things or say things. And it's worked. It's worked for me. And most probably it'll work for you, or it has worked for you. I think we complicate our lives a lot by not leaving things simplistic. Once you take it out of the simple equation, it becomes complex. That's when you really have to have a mind where you can think, you can draw your own conclusions about things, and the conclusion you come up with has to be logical and sound. Otherwise, you're spinning wheels. It's coming back again. Because you didn't get to the root cause of the problem. If I didn't learn nothing else working for Amoco Chemicals at Chocolate Bayou, Texas, I learned how a big company operated their business and why they were so successful for over 100 and some years. And I kind of mimic off of them when I decided, okay, it's 20 years. I've had enough of this. I'm going to branch out on my own. I'm finna walk out on faith. I got what it takes. I know I can do this. All right? I don't need to ride off anybody else's back. I don't need no beauticians out there to help me. I have what it takes. I got the skills. I have the personality. I'm a clean person, so it's not going to be a dirty beauty shop. It's going to be nice. You're going to feel comfortable. And you're going to want to come back. 17 years. Paid all the bills. Every bill, including putting the daughter through college. Buying her a car. Yeah, at one time she had a car note and I had a car note. I had a car note on a Lexus, 1998, $900 a month. Hmm. Yeah, between marriages. Hmm. And one on hers. I paid my house off. I paid my house off when I left there. Took money out of the 401k. I couldn't deal with a house note, not knowing if this business was going to grow. But I've always been the first one that'll step out there. But one thing I don't do, I'm not going to tell you and nobody else what I'm getting ready to do until after it's done. Because you know what you're going to get if you start talking to people and telling them, oh, I'm getting ready to leave this company. First thing they're going to say, you must be crazy. All them benefits you got a 401k. Look at the money you making. I didn't want to hear that. I had made up my mind I was going to leave, okay? I did not want to stay there breathing chemicals and dying early because they didn't have the protocol set up to protect our health during that time. OSHA came in the 80s, okay? I had been there since 79. They came in the mid to late 80s and cleaned up the place. And we were breathing all this stuff all that time. See, a lot of times people try to take care of your business, but they don't know your business. They don't know what you're dealing with or what you're going through. That's why I let it go in this ear and come out of this ear. Because I can handle my business. I don't need nobody to help me with my business. Because you're not going to be the one anyway. If I need a lawyer and you ain't a lawyer, why I'm coming to you? If I need somebody to do house cleaning or painting or whatever, and you ain't a painter, why I'm coming to you? I need to be getting bids from the people who can help me. That's where we waste a lot of time talking about what others are doing when you could be doing for yourself. You get behind like that. And so I am so also proud to say today that I have accomplished every goal that I wrote down in December, and this is September, and I have accomplished every one of them, and it's not the end of the year. My goals were I was going to buy a new vehicle. I did that in the end of December. Okay? I made up in my mind I didn't want to be a homeowner anymore. I don't want to be old having to take my money and do repair work on a house. I realized that when I came back last summer and the garage door was broken and ceiling fans and all this other stuff. So here I am in between. I took off one weekend to come home and check on my house, and all this stuff is broken. I gotta fix. You've been owning a home since you were 25. Nobody wants that headache now unless they just a homebody. They look at, okay, my house is paid for. It's cheaper for me. Then fine, stay there. You got a family. You got a husband. We're not comparable. I'm single. I'm widowed, okay? So it makes sense for me not to have to deal with all this. I don't care if it is paid for. Everything that I had was paid for at some point. But does that mean that I'm supposed to just hold on to it and I'm here by myself? No. Don't make sense. Okay, so I got off of all that. Just because a person dies doesn't mean that their business dies when they die. Oh no, you got to close it out. So that took a large portion of my winter months to get everything closed out and him to be at rest and me to be at rest, okay? And that's not easy when you're not in the city where this business is. You're doing everything by phone, email, fax, whatever. It can hit desks and sit on desks for days. It can sit in people's inbox for days, okay? So I just don't see how some people feel the need to think that you could walk a mile in my shoes, because you can't. You couldn't have done what I've done this year. Then I decided, okay, I'm getting out this house, and I got to make the most I can make out of it. I'm only going to sell it one time. And I did. Then I'm going to split it with his kids. So you're not going to get all that you got off of it. You're going to get a third of it. Okay? Then, for whatever reason, I chose to never go back in that house in Catonsville. So I left everything for the children. Everything. I never went back. I went to the storage unit from the stuff that was in our apartment in D.C., because we both worked in D.C. And I took what you see in there came out of storage, all right, from the apartment, not my house. Nothing would have fit in here from my house because it was oversized. Everything was oversized. Even the coffee table was like a short little breakfast table with a granite top. So you can't miss nothing you don't really need or you ever had. So I'm just thinking about the changes I've been through this year and smiling because I've accomplished every goal. So I packed up the house. It took me months over there to pack up, getting rid of stuff and giving away stuff. And that day finally came. And then the movers come. And they had quoted me $300. But at the end of the move, they said $800. That's $500 difference, right? So you always got to stay prepared. Okay. Then I finally moved in. This place was finished on Friday. I moved in picked up the key on Friday, started moving Friday night, and got moved in. And it took me about a week and a half to even get all the crates out of here and get everything put up and get everything organized. But I did it by myself. My sister and her husband, her family helped get it over here. But I had to put it up myself because I wouldn't have known where it is. I'm still looking for the sunshades. They're in the closet somewhere. I don't know. I ain't bothered to get up. But they in there. That's all I know. So now I'm moved. And I'm over here. And I'm happy. Because I'm living like I want to live. All right. 1 month later, Cuz shows up. And y'all saw the changes I went through with him last week. But 1 week later, yeah, he made a move in 2 days that landed him on his feet. And he's been working every day doing something. So he was a positive to my channel because y'all liked him. Y'all like to hear him sing and everything. It helped build his page. When he finishes his page, he can drop his handle and y'all can go over and look at him if y'all choose. And he's still working on my page on this new stream that he set up. He called me yesterday and he told me he was working on it. And he wanted to work on the logos and the banners and all that. I'm like, no, that's not that important to me. The logos and the banner. I want you to work on the intro. I want you to work on the new stream, and I need you to come over here and teach me how to use it. Because to work on it and you know how to use it and you ain't here, ain't gonna help me. So hopefully he'll be over today. I asked no questions about anything. He told me he got his place, and he's been gone now since Friday night, but he's been communicating every day. The less you know about somebody else's business, especially when they're in that position, then you better off not knowing. Because then me being the inquisitive person I am, I'm going to start asking a bunch of questions. Well, why you do it that way? Why you didn't do it? However he does it now, it's his. He has to make those steps. He's 28. I was a homeowner at 25. I was a woman, okay? Married. At his age, my child was already 1 year old. I owned the home, had a 1 year old, had been working for 3 years, I think, and got a Mercedes sitting outside, a Toyota, and a pickup truck. Now, if I can do it as a woman, I'm not trying to hear you not telling me you can't do it as a man. Because, like I told him, a man with a pickup truck will always make money. Always. You can go out there and you can buy your car if you want to, but can you pull a person out of a ditch? Can you move a person? Can you put a lawnmower back there and go cut somebody's grass? You always got to hustle when you got a truck if you're a man. You get your cute car, your sports car, when you have established income. I make it make sense, okay? So I'm just glad that he listened to me and stopped all that back and forth with me. And today, I'm just too blessed to be stressed, okay? On my way to the church house. It's first Sunday, Lord's Supper today. But I woke up thankful, feeling so thankful and so blessed that everything is just what seems to be bad at some points in your life turns out to be a blessing for you. It really does, because it removes a lot of stuff that you don't need. And I feel like God sent him here at the right time when I was just getting over my little grieving process to help me do some of the things that I need to do. And just like he moved him in, moved him out. And now I have my peace back. I can come in. I don't have to hear no voices. I can get back on my schedule, because you got to think too, I had just accepted this job and started a whole new, something I've never done before. Ground transportation, I ain't never done that before. It's something I wanted to do, working with children. It's something I needed, more benefits, because I had Medicare, okay, only. My husband is no longer here, so I don't have his salary, I don't have his benefits, okay? So you have to make adjustments in life along the way. When things change, you can't remain the same. I can't live like I lived when it was two of us. It's one of us now, me, okay? So you make the adjustments accordingly if you're going to live any kind of life or lifestyle from here on out. So I made some decisions, even with my YouTube channel. I can't come out here twice a day now. I may not even be able to come out here every day. I can come when I come. And I don't have that many hours to sit up and watch YouTube. I've never been a reaction channel anyway. I've done some reactions, but the first day I came out, I said, I don't want to be a reaction channel. To be a reaction channel, you got to sit up and watch the people that you're going to react on. That may take a whole hour. Then you got to come out here an hour, 2 hours and react on them. I don't want to take up my time like that. That's not how this channel was built. It wasn't ever to be that way. If you look at the very first video, I said it in the very first video when I introduced myself. I am not a reaction channel. That's time consuming. Can't do it. I get up at 4 in the morning now. I leave out the house at 5. I'm on the clock at 5:30. I'm back home at 9 o'clock. I come out here and I try to do my morning video with y'all. Good morning video. I even did that to the best of my advantage when he was here, because I used his talents and did a morning show with the two of us, which introduced him to YouTube. Not that he hadn't already been out here. He had been out here before. He was out here 3 years ago. Dropped 4 videos and got 1.5K on 4 videos. So it's not that he can't do it. He has to do it. Okay? He's shown me he could do it because he's done it before. You pretty good when you do that. He's very diverse in a lot of things, and he meets people easily, And I think we have a lot of similarities when it comes to us. The difference is he's male. He's a little hard-headed, and he's at that stage in life where he's trying to do it his way. But if your way ain't working, then you need to listen. Okay? You got to listen to somebody who has a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more experience, been there and done that, you know. And if you choose not to, and you just want to sit up and think that old people went crazy just because they got old, keep thinking that. But you'll look back if you get to be my age, and you'll say, Ms.V said that in one of her videos. I wished I had listened. I've gotten kids coming back to me that's now in their 40s that I told them things in their 20s because I didn't want them to hit that road, that hard wall that I had hit. And they had to come back and tell me, you were right. I wished I had listened. In fact, one of them is working down at the DISD with me right now. I used to do her hair. And we used to have long conversations in the chair. She came to me the other day and she was telling me some things, and I was like, I thought we talked about that. She was like, yeah, but I ain't listened. I said, okay, well, you just got to deal with it now, one day at a time. It's the way life is. The know-it-alls never, ever get anywhere in life. When you think you know everything and you can tell everybody else what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, you ain't going nowhere. Because you're not taking care of your own business. You're busy taking care of somebody else's business, and yours is going slack. Never let a person who is not a millionaire tell you how to be a millionaire. How the hell that work? How you gonna tell me how to be a millionaire and you ain't never had a million? You ain't never made a million. Listen to what people are saying, okay? And you make it make sense. Don't make it make sense. You make it make sense. There's a difference. Yep. So like I say, I can only give you my life experiences. Where I screwed up, where I did good. You can take it for what it's worth, and you can walk with it or you can leave it. You don't even have to listen. I'm bringing you the message. And the message this morning is too blessed to be stressed. Yes, indeed. And thankful and grateful. And I've always said that whatever anybody does for me, I am thankful and grateful because they didn't have to. They chose to. And that makes a difference. Okay? Let me speak to my sugar. Ooh, baby. Woogers. Hey, respectfully yours. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday morning. Head to Sunday school and worship service. You go, girl. Have a blessed day. Teresa's in the building. Good morning. How you doing? Hey, Miss Betty. Good morning. Jeanette, good morning to you too, beautiful. Hey, T, I've been missing you for a couple of days. I ain't seen you. You all right? Ms.V, that's good advice. You're right. I try to tell young'uns the same. They think they young forever. No, it passes fast. You don't stay young forever. You ain't even young once you hit 40. You middle-aged. Forget young. You're young in your teens, your 20s, and your 30s. By the time you hit 40, I'm going to tell you something else about 40. You don't have your stuff planned out and going in the right direction to retire, you're going to work the rest of your life. You're not going to have no breaks in life. Just prepare to work the rest of your life, hustle, whatever you do for a living to make money. You pretty much need to have all your life insurance policies set, because after 40, they're going to start charging you an arm and a leg. The older you get, the more they cost. You need medical in place, because you're going to start getting sick as you get old. You think you young and you're going to stay young and healthy and you just going to fit around like the grasshopper all your life? Okay, keep thinking that. Grasshoppers don't live long either. Just thought I tell you. By 30, he needs to have a decent place to live, a good job. He doesn't have to be with a girl till then. Exactly. And that's another thing I told him. You have to learn early to be independent. I had no choice but to be independent because of the way I was raised. I was told that I could come back there if I was sick. Okay? That's the only if they told me. If you get sick and you need us to take care of you, you can come back. They never told me I could come back. in any other form or any other condition. So I knew that when I left. It was too many of us. It was 7 of us. These people had put 4 through college because I lost one brother early. Then they put me through, and they got another one behind me. So all their life, they've raised kids and put kids through school and took kids on vacation and bought kids cars and bought kids clothes. And they were parents that were there for us. They didn't miss a game. If one was playing basketball and another was playing running track and one was dancing and one was singing, they made it a point to hit every one of us. Maybe they didn't get there in the beginning, but you could look up in the stand and see they were there. Or they were there in the end. They came out there on the floor and they met you. Yeah, that's the kind of parents I had. They were always there for you. If you were wrong, you were wrong. And they were the first ones to tell you they ain't wasn't no like this my child and my child didn't do. Nope. If you were wrong, and you had to answer to it when you got home. And whatever the punishment was, that's what it was. If they snatched their car keys, they'll tell you, I bought it, it's mine, put my keys over there. You just can't drive it. Okay? That's it. That's my TV. If they unplugged it and took the cord out the back of it, you just had a TV sitting up there. They didn't beat us or, do things like that. They took things from you that hurt. They knew what you liked. They knew I was always on the go. They shut me down. No, you can't go. Remember? Okay, maybe we'll talk about it next weekend. So a whole week? Wow. That's that you learn that way. And it seems tough at the time. It seems very strict at the time because a lot of kids were doing things that I wanted to do, but they knew how those kids were raised. I didn't see it at the time. They was just my friends, and I wanted to be with my friends. And we never spent a night away from home. You could come to our house. We ain't going to your house because they wouldn't allow it. First thing they gonna say, I don't know what's going on in them people's homes. I don't live over there. If y'all want to be together, they can come here, but you can't go there. So I never to this day can honestly say that I spent a night away from home at friend's house. Nope, didn't happen. Let's see. Snotty Puss is in the building this morning. Hey, boo, how you doing? You here? Thank you for coming in. Auntie Mimi, once he gets it together, he will find a good woman. You attract what you are. That's true. I believe that, Auntie. Yep. Good morning, Miss Renee. Thank you for the rose. His cousin in the same area now. Yeah, he only 2 exits up. Yeah, well, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me think about this. 1, 2. He's 3 exits up. But not that far. He can get here in... If it wasn't red lights, he could be here in 5 minutes. But due to the red lights, it probably takes him about 10 minutes. Yeah. Praise God, everybody made it through another day's journey. Just checking in, still in Monroe, Louisiana. Hometown. Tell the folks hello. Chatting with Ms.V. Like, share, and subscribe. That's what you're telling for me, Sandra. Have a good time and happy Labor Day weekend and an easy Sunday morning. Trina is speaking to Ms.V. Good morning, Trina. How are you? Lala is in the building. Hey, Lala. Good morning. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday, everyone. You too, Lala. I kind of think I know who 5 Star is. Yeah. But thank you for the view. Anyway, Linda, good morning, Miss V, chat and mods. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you also, Linda. Thank you for the hearts and the roses. And thank you also, Myra. Pierre is in the building. Good morning, Miss V. Good morning to you. Pierre, how are you? Hope all is well. Linda, Miss V, you look happy as well. I am. My peace is back. I wasn't at rest last week. I wasn't at peace last week. Between the job and, trying to get him settled down and get him on his feet and get moved in. And like I said, it was a lot going on last week. They were moving me from the long bus to the short bus, which is a total different entity altogether. You're dealing with the handicapped kids, which could be mental or physical or both. And I had to get used to that. It's still the beginning of school. The C hit my elementary kids last week, and I only had two of them that hit the bus on Friday. Yep. And it's getting bad down here, and people are still not wearing masks and probably not going to get the vaccine. But like I say, that's an individual decision. But I had to remember to put my microban in my little school bag so I could spray that bus when they get on and off, because none of the kids are wearing masks. None of the schools have said they have to wear masks again. And not even at church. We got the monitors still on the wall, but nobody's telling nobody to do it. So I just been putting mine back on. And I noticed last Sunday the pastor's wife had hers on too. It was beautiful. We have a lady at our church who make masks, and her mask was simply gorgeous. Hey, Lyrics, anytime you do jumping jacks on the D. Lyrics, I'm not even sure what you're talking about, but happy Sunday to you. Linda said, exactly. Natasha Brown is in the building this morning. Good morning, Ms.V. How are you and cuz today? Today is my birthday. We still haven't done the August birthdays, y'all. Lord, are we going to have to combine August and September together? Because he moved in and threw me all off track. I told you, last week was challenging and changes. And we talked about it, and we said we were going to do it the last, what did we say? The last day of the month, and the last day of the month, we had something else going on. I think we were out there doing a party, and nobody even reminded me at the party. So we're going to get it together. We will not forget the August people, okay? Every month and every birthday is important because it's yours, okay? So don't hold it against me. Y'all know what I was going through. Everyone don't come to life, real life, and boss up. Yeah, and that's what I wanted him to do, Pierre, as a man. Okay, you have the capabilities. You're a very smart person, very diverse. You can do a whole lot of things. There's no reason why you should let a woman take you down and keep you down, because she done moved on. Okay, so you made that mistake once. Now you need to protect your heart, and you need to get your own place and stop moving in with these different people, because you got to go according to the people's regulate. This girl should have some kind of rules and regulations in her house. You just can't come over there and act like it's your house. You won't be over there long, okay? But then I also told him something else that made him get up and have to make a move, okay? I was reminded of my lease by a person that called me, which I knew it, that they guests have a certain amount of days to stay here, but I couldn't remember how long. I pulled that lease down and it said 15 days. Well, they already knew he was here. There's cameras everywhere in this building. And, he'd been going down, getting coffee and everything. My unit is sitting right in front of where they're sitting. Okay? So they see us on the porch and everything. Every morning when they come in, they can see you coming out of the place, going to the covered parking. So I was like, Lord, okay, so that's already been 5. So that means you only got, today would have been 7. So he only had 15 days, period. Yeah. So that made him have to get up and boss up, Pierre. Hey, Tajisti, good morning. How you doing? Blue True is in the building. God's continued best to cuz always. You were a blessing to him. We were a blessing to each other, Blue True, because he did some things around here that I needed a man to do. And he tried, helping me with my computer work on my page to make my page what I wanted it to be. I don't know if he's going to finish or if he's going to get finished, but he put forth a good effort, and I think he will get it finished. The problem will be if he'll have time to show me. I might have to learn how to do the Streamlab on my own, and I've already paid for it. Good morning, Annette. How you doing? I'm getting ready for church. Good for you. We'll have to catch the rest of this live later. Church is way more important. Um, that's understandable. I will get your notification when you do. Okay, that says Linda. Good morning, my little caller. What's up, Sugar Wooger? Thank you for the hearts and the roses. AV, you did what was right. You tried to steer him back to the right way of he make mistakes. That's on him. He'll appreciate you in the long run. You can only do what you can do for a person. And I'm that type of person. I already know what I'm going to do for you. And it's not going to be any more or any less. And I'm going to have a time frame in my head. I'm kind of glad I had to back that time frame up because he would have gotten too comfortable here if he had stayed to January. And then might not have wanted to make the move. And it would have been harder for him to leave. Okay? So it all worked out just like it was supposed to. Hey, Robin, good morning to you. Linda, amen. Good morning, Ms.V. Good to be here this morning. Thank you, Vivian. Same to you. Hey, Lily, how you doing? And Elaine? Okay, let me get on down. Good morning, Natasha. Miss Jackie Johnson. I'm so glad cousin listened to Cuz V. Tell him, stick with me, kid, you'll be okay. He came to you for a reason. Yes, I was raised exactly like you. My parents said the same. Yeah, they made you independent. There wasn't no slacking around them. When they said you going to college, they meant it, okay? I didn't want to go. I told you I wanted to go to flight school. They said, no. You want to go to flight school? We'll send you to flight school when college is over. Flight school, the way they saw it and the way it really is short-lived. You could break an arm, a leg, get in a car accident. You can't be a flight attendant anymore. What you gonna do then? Okay? They said, you gonna work at the dollar store? That ain't make so sense because that's what I want to do in my 20s, okay? Make a hell of a lot of sense now. It has made sense for a long time, and I'm so glad that I wasn't a rebellious person and didn't want to follow advice when they're giving you a free education, and all you got to do is go over there and make some grades. Don't bring me no babies and don't get on no drugs. That's all they asked. So I'm still here. God bless you, and you blessed him. Exactly, Linda. Lucy Emmanuel TV is in the building. Unfortunately, y'all, my time is up because I got to take that drive. I don't even have my shoes and my stockings on, so I got to put them on and take my little drive down to Texas City. We start at 10 o'clock. Is it 10:15? 10:15 now. Greater Barbers, Barbous, if y'all want to watch the service or catch it on the replay or whatever. It's Greater Barbers Chapel Baptist Church, Texas City, Pastor Cotton. 10:15 this morning. All right, we come on Facebook. Y'all be good. Happy Sunday to you. Hope to see y'all later. Have a great day. Much love to you. Bye-bye.